Hello everyone, it is Beth here, and today I thought I'd do a video that has sort of been quite popular on my channel. I've had around 100 views, which I was really proud of for starters. Oh my god, on each one that I've done. So I thought, why not do a third one, because I really enjoy doing them, and that is my ukulele tutorials. So I've been learning a new song. I started learning it yesterday and I'm really enjoying it, so I thought I would do a video on it. But as I'm only learned it yesterday and I'm still sort of polishing up, there may be a few sort of missed drums or something like that, but I will correct them and make sure it's played properly. I just thought I'd let you know that I may go wrong, but I had to show you guys this song because I'm in love with it. As always, I got the chords from ukulele.com, but I actually learnt the strumming pattern and the finger picking pattern from the ukulele teacher, who also has a YouTube channel, so I'll leave a link for both of them in the description box below, so be sure to check them out. So the song that I'm going to be teaching you today is Hallelujah, and I listened to the version by Jeff Buckley for starters. I think that's, yeah. But there are also other versions and other covers from other artists and songwriters and people who sing. Wow, good words. Floating around, so make sure to listen to them too. So first you need to make sure your ukulele is in tune. It should sound like this. My necklace is on it. And so I'll teach you the chords for starters as always, and then we'll go through the song and I'll tell you where to change chords, and the strumming pattern and the finger picking one, because it's an alternative one if you're feeling a bit brave. So let's get started on the chords. So the first chord you're going to use or learn is the C chord, which is a favourite of mine because it's so easy. All you're going to do is you're going to put your ring finger on the bottom string on the 3rd fret. And then you're going to switch to an A minor chord, which is the 2nd chord. All you're going to do is you're going to put your middle finger on the top string on the 2nd fret. The reason I always use my middle finger is because it makes it really easy to change to an F major chord, which is the next chord in this song, because all you have to do is put your 1st finger on the 2nd string of the 1st fret. So instead of using that finger and then having to do the whole that, you can just, which is why I always use my 2nd finger for my A minor chord. The next chord you're going to learn is the G chord, which is your middle finger on the bottom string of the 2nd fret, your pointing finger on the 3rd string on the 2nd fret, and your ring finger out in front on the 2nd string of the 3rd fret. And then the final chord that you're going to be needing to learn today is an E minor chord. You simply put your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the bottom string, your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and your ring finger on the 4th fret of the 3rd string. And it should sound a bit like that. So the introduction to this song is C to A minor, C to A minor, and that is also the same pattern that you have to use for the first 2 lines. But before we get into that, the strumming pattern, it is simply down, down, up, down, down, up. And for the most part of the chords, you literally just play that once for one chord, so it'd be like C, then to A minor. So each chord is 1, down, down, up, up, for the most part. There is one part in the verse where you have to do half chords, but I'll get to that in a minute. And then if you want to if you're feeling a bit mad, rebellious, you're like, oh, what the hell, you can learn the finger picking one, which is slightly more difficult, and it actually sounds really cute, so I would recommend you try if you want to have a go. All you're going to do is you're going to put your fingers resting. I usually have my thumb on the top string, my pointing finger on that one, my middle finger on that one, and my ring finger on the bottom one. I've just put a C chord on for the purpose of doing it, and all you have to do is your ring finger plays the bottom one, middle finger plays the 2nd one, and your pointer finger plays the 3rd one. So just repeat that and get used to doing that. Could get it right. So it's pretty simple, and all you're going to do on every other one you play, you're going to pick the thumb at the same time as the bottom string. So it should sound like this. And there we go. The purposes of this video, I shall be playing with the strumming pattern purely because it's easier and it'll be easier to teach you guys how to do it and easier to follow along. But if you want to have a go at doing the finger picking one, feel free. So as I said, the introduction and the first two lines to the song is C to the A minor, C to A minor. So let's go from the introduction. A minor, C, A minor, C. We heard there was a minor secret chord, C that David played in it, A minor, please the Lord. And then you're going to go to an F. But you don't really, G, care for music, C, do you? And then you're going to go for a G after that. Well, it goes like this, is a C, well it goes like this, and then an F, for the F, you're going to just do half, so you're just going to do 2 down, goes like this, the fourth, the fifth is a G, and you're going to do your 2 upstrokes. Well, it goes like this, the fourth, the fifth. The minor fall is an A minor, the minor fall and the major lift is an F, major lift. The baffled king composing Hallelujah is G to E minor, where's that? E minor to an A minor. So the baffled king, E minor, posing Hallelujah, A minor, Hallelujah. And all the way through the song, you play the A minor twice at the end, and through the Hallelujah part, you change chords on the Lu part of it. So that should be the baffled king composing Hallelujah, Hallelujah, F, Hallelujah, Hallelujah, A minor, Hallelujah, Hallelujah, F again, Hallelujah, Hallelujah, C, like me, you are a female and you are planning to sing along to this and you can't quite get that low, I do tend to go higher, so I go the Hallelujah. Personally, I'm not a very good singer, but there you go if you need that. And the chords pretty much stay the same. In fact, they do stay the same all the way throughout. So if I just keep going through the verses, keep the same chords, same strumming pattern, same order of chords. So if I go through, tell you when to change, so it'll be easier for you. But if you do look at uketabs.com or the ukulele teacher, they will also show you how to do it. And Uketabs is especially good as it has it all printed out, so you'll be able to see when you're supposed to change the chord as it is displayed above the lyrics. So the next one, your faith is strong but you need it proof. Saw her bathing on the roof, the beauty and the moonlight over through you, G. And then you pretty much just carry on the same as it is. I'll have to look over here because I don't quite know the words yet. So that's why I'm looking down there. Tied you to her kitchen chair. She stole your throne, and she cut your hair. And from your lips she drew the hallelujah. So as you can see, it pretty much just changes exactly the same way all the way through. So I'll probably just keep going all the way through this, just so you can sort of see where to change and how I sing it and how I do it. Personally, I'm not the best singer. I have had comments before on my ukulele tutorials which I find ridiculous. If people saying, oh, you're not very good singer, are you? Well, since when were these singing tutorials? These are ukulele tutorials. Read the title, people. I'm not teaching you how to sing. I'm teaching you to play this thing. I'm not the best player myself. I've been playing ukulele for about a year and I enjoy it, so I'm going to keep doing it. So the next verse. Baby, I've been here before. I've seen this room and I've walked this floor. I used to live alone before I knew you. I've seen a flag on the marble arch. Love is not a victory march. It's a code and it's a broken hallelujah. I'll just skip the hallelujah part because I'm pretty sure you've seen how to do that. Maybe there's a God above. All I've ever learned from love is how to shoot somebody who outdrew. And it's not a cry that you hear at night. It's not somebody who's seen the light. It's a code and it's a broken hallelujah. And there you go, guys. The last sort of hallelujah part is just, they've just, on the words, just chucked a load of hallelujahs together. So I sort of just guessed, and that is how I personally play it. But if you listen to the song more, I'm sure you'll learn how you're actually supposed to. I just liked the way that it did it. The only thing I'd say is when people are performing it with like more instruments, I think he does it with guitar and a few drums and piano and things like that. Because there's more texture in there and more dynamics and things like that, it doesn't seem to drag on as much. But when I find if I'm playing just myself and just the ukulele and I'm singing, the hallelujah tends to drag on a little bit. So I wouldn't keep that too long. I hope that sort of makes sense. But you know when you're listening to music and a solo artist playing on their own and you're thinking, oh God, hurry up. Oh no, she's singing the same flipping thing again. Whereas when you have more texture, more musics and more instruments and things like that, more instruments and things like that, it sounds a bit better because there's more things to listen to. I hope you sort of understand what I'm trying to get across. Basically, just don't stick on that one hallelujah too much if you're playing on your own like myself. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give a thumbs up if you'd like to see more of my ukulele tutorials because I do love doing them. So I shall be learning some new songs for you guys to teach you. Give this channel a subscribe if you'd like to see more of this fabulous person, and I shall see you guys next time. I'd also just like to point out really quickly my fabulous boyfriend Charlie, who you may have seen appear in my best friend videos when we were actually just friends at that point. Yeah, we upgraded out the friend zone. He has started making his videos again, so I shall leave a link in the description below to his channel, but he's got more subscribers than me, guys, so get me up, let me win this battle. He's probably watching this. Hi Charlie, love you. So yeah, make sure you check out all the things I link in the description below, and I shall see you guys next time. TTFN.